I figure I was about 8 years old. My parents passed away, and they sent me down to Versailles, Kentucky, to a Methodist home, and it was a experience and a half with 125 brothers. We didn't cause no problem, but we didn't take no bull. At school, anyway, if you jumped on one, you had to whip about 25 of us. It was because of brotherhood. We treated each other a lot with respect. I was drafted in the year 1950, and I was taught that when you become of age and you got drafted, you had to go. It was your duty. I didn't even know where in the heck Korea was, let alone didn't even know they was in a war until, started reading the paper about it.
Just 1 week after completing basic training, Private First Class Ernest West found himself in action on the front lines of Korea. The training prepared his body for the difficult battles ahead, but it was his heart's dedication to brotherhood that would bring him through those battles and back home again, not just a soldier, but a hero.
We were up on Heartbreak Ridge. George Jiventon was our commanding officer. George come up to us and he said, I need 3 squads to go out tonight. Well, we all liked George, and he was a West Pointer, and we said, we'll go. So 3 squads of us went. And he told us, well, we're going to try to get some prisoners. And we had a bunker spotted. We'd been watching it for 2 or 3 days. He wanted me to be the point man, and I said, fine, I don't care. So I took the point. We was standing there looking up the bunker after we got out there. And I said, looks awful quiet as a church mouse, George. He said, now, Ernie, he said, it ain't no church out here. So I said, well, he said, okay. He said, you see anything? And I said, no. I said, let's go. So we started up the hill, and all hell broke loose. They started rolling grenades down the hill between us. And I was on the point, and they was rolling right on through my legs, right on back. It was getting the guys in behind me. And one exploded in front of me and knocked me down for a few minutes. Then when I came to, I jumped up and started looking, and here they come up over the hill at us. It's frightening because they look like 1 million people come running at you. And it was, Lord behold, you just sit there and fire till you can't shoot no more. I got to looking around, George was hurt, and Byers was hurt, Daly was hurt, another boy from Kansas was hurt. So I told everybody else to withdraw. And I got them to go back, and I started carrying him out. George, I just picked him up and threw him over my shoulder and took off with him. I got in a firefight with George on my shoulder. I had 2 carbines, I had one in each hand, firing them. And they started firing at me, so I dropped George on the ground and laid on top of him. And then I got up and killed the guys that's coming after us. And I picked George up and we come on back out there. And I counted and see, and we had 3 more missing. I told everybody to hold their position. I said, I'll be back. We all were going back home. So I went back up and I carried them back to safety.
West rushed back into the heart of battle 3 more times to rescue his remaining comrades, 1 man at a time. He faced brutal resistance from the enemy and against all odds succeeded in saving every one of his fallen brothers.
We was loading everybody up to take them back to the first aid station. And one of the guys said, you're next. And I said, well, hell, ain't nothing wrong with me. And they said, yeah, they are, you're bleeding. I had shrapnel in my eye, and I was burnt, and I was shot. And to be honest with you, I didn't know none of it has happened. I didn't think I could get hurt, I guess.
After his recovery, West returned home to Kentucky, where he learned he would receive the Medal of Honor.
I went to the post office to get the mail one day, and they had a telegram there for me and said, you are to receive the Congressional Medal of Honor. Well, it's been a great honor for me to wear the medal. But to start with, I'll tell you this, I turned it down. I wasn't going to go get it. I thought everybody ought to have one. I felt if anybody went in the service, we was all equal. I do not consider myself a hero. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I'd say it's because of brotherhood, we all got back. We didn't leave nobody. I was raised that way. I always figured that someone would come to get me if that would happen. If I got down, one of ours would come and got me. In the squad, there's 8 of us, and we all agreed that if we went on any patrol, everybody would come back one way or the other. I think today, in this day and time, if we would think of brothers and sisters, that we'd have a better society to live in. We need to be good to people. Treat people like you'd like to be treated. We're all the same. We might have a little different accent, but we're all the same. We're Americans.